trying to think of this specific store that I was only at the mall, but I would go there and just get dumb DVDs.
It's not Blockbuster, right?
No.
That's too mainstream.
Although that was where I got Frosty the Snowman, which is a horror film about a snowman that comes to life. I actually got a couple sequels to that because I liked where that plot line was going.
Tommy, no! Don't put cold water in. No, it's freezing!
And then also the Gingerbread Man, which you can probably assume how that one went as well.
Oh God!
Evil chef got a little bit of his
limbs
blood in the batter, and then he left the cookie in overnight for some reason, and then
a new kind of cookie.
The hell is that?
Well, it sure ain't the Pillsbury fucking Doughboy.
things just get out of hand from there. But it's like so ridiculous. That's the kind of horror I enjoy, and then my sister's more like the Hereditary kind, just like really fuck you up for at least the night, if not like the week. I mean, anytime you think about nightmares, I still think of that freaking old lady just silently crawling across the freaking. Oh my God. Oh. Silent. It was the silent by the left crate. Oh. What's up, my nuggets? MisterFantasmo here, coming at you with another Modern Warfare gameplay video. This is another from the alpha, from the 2v2s, which was the only thing that you could do in the alpha, but it satisfied me more than enough for an alpha. I'll put it that way. We actually we were playing this. This is footage from the Saturday night stream that I started. I started it late Saturday night. I actually talked about it in the last commentary, saying that I was going to start it up Saturday and potentially carry it into Sunday, because Sunday's Subscriber Appreciation Sunday, and we like to go big for Subscriber Appreciation Sunday every single Sunday over on Twitch. And that's exactly what we ended up doing. I ended up finding out during that stream that the alpha was supposedly going to be turned off on Sunday morning, 10 o'clock my time. Or sorry, maybe it was 11 o'clock my time, 10 o'clock Pacific time, which I thought still was way too early. Subscriber Appreciation Sunday, sometimes I don't start that thing until 11 o'clock, and then we just play with everybody who's over there supporting the channel all day, and I thought that this would be a perfect game to play with everybody. I also had dreams of getting into 4-man lobbies, which ended up not being possible, but I still wanted to eke out as much Call of Duty with the subscribers as I could, so we ended up just taking it all the way, the Saturday stream all the way through to Sunday, all the way until 11 o'clock my time, and then actually it got extended like 4.5 hours, so we ended up playing an extra 4.5 hours, and I ended up going to sleep after way too many hours of not sleeping. I think that was about 20 hours straight of Call of Duty. We probably could have done 24, but I was very glad to just go pass out for about a day. And talked to some people yesterday. We did a treetop yesterday, new map that also came out on Saturday going into Sunday. It's more of like a I think I would wager to say it's the most symmetrical map. I think that's what Blev was telling me. It's kind of like completely symmetrical all the way around, so it's, I guess, more competitive in that way. I don't know. It's fun. It's fun just to have another map in the rotation. 5 maps seems like plenty now. It almost seemed, and maybe this is a bit of bias going on, but it almost seemed like we would just get chunks of the same map over and over and over and over again still. But just to know that there were 5 maps as an option legitimately now. I thought that there were 5 maps when we first started playing the alpha on Friday, or was it Thursday? I guess it was Thursday. And I quickly realized that there were maybe 2, if not 3 maps, and that is what ended up being the case. But I'm glad they ended up trickling those out, and that we could play through all of them and kind of see how they were going to work. And it also seems like, you know, and maybe I'm wrong here, but it also seems like with the size of those maps, we should probably be looking forward to many more of those coming up in DLCs and whatnot. And I know that If I'm hearing it correctly, they're going to make all of the DLCs and all of the content, downloadable content and additional content that comes out later for the game free. So it's not free. It's rolled into the price of the game, the game price, the original game price that you pay for. But you're not going to have to pay additionally. So that will be nice for me. I didn't buy any of the map packs or anything in Black Ops 4. I was actually really close to. They were kind of just coming out, and honestly, the biggest reason I was closest to it was because they had this sort of Nebulon Plasma bundle deal that they had if you got like the season pass, and I was playing the zombies mode in Black Ops 4 kind of religiously at one point. On stream, we were trying to get like trophies and records and stuff like that, and I was like, maybe I'll get the plasma boost. But then I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait 1 month, just 1 month, and then if I still want it, I'll grab it. A month later, I obviously didn't, because I don't even remember what I was doing, but I had given up and forgotten about Black Ops 4. So I'm glad to know that I won't have to go through a similar situation where I'm just like, I feel like I've already bought your game, but now you're telling me that I should buy it again if I want to keep playing it. That's a weird concept of games as a service, which is what I'm hopeful for in Modern Warfare. I'm hoping that it's just going to come out and they're going to be like, yo, we didn't put a number behind it because we're just going to like keep making this Call of Duty. I was actually talking to Orion TV. I jumped into Orion TV's stream last night because he was playing some Black Ops 4.
Really? Wow. Wait, did you swim?
Told you to be a fast one.
Oh my god. I was talking shit. Like I just like.
And we jumped into some gun game and one in the chamber and stuff like that. I'll put his link to his Twitch down below if you want to check that out. He plays a lot of Clash Royale if you're into that. So that's his main game. And then he was jumping over to Call of Duty. And we had actually gotten into some matches during this Saturday into Sunday stream that you guys will see in an upcoming commentary. But he was talking to me on his stream about Black Ops 4 and the expectations that he had set for Black Ops 4 and what the hype was around Black Ops 4. And I wasn't there for the very start of the last Call of Duty, nor was I there for any of the previous like 3 or 4 Call of Duties. But he told me that Black Ops 4 was almost promoted as this game that was going to be kind of like what I'm describing to you now, where it was like, this is going to be a 4-year game, is what they said. This is going to be a 4-year game. Maybe they had like high hopes with the Battle Royale or something like that. And maybe they're still planning on continuing to try and make it a 4-year game. I don't know. They'll be surprised how many people quit playing their game. Maybe. And then maybe that will impact their decision. Either way, I kind of envision Modern Warfare as this game that just kind of constantly gets enriched with maps and constantly gets enriched with maybe I don't know how you could do that with the guns. Maybe just release different attachments, since it seems like this whole attachment thing is going to be a big deal. I don't know. I also know that they redid the engine for this one in order to incorporate more people. There's going to be 100-player battles, I think, at some point in time, which I don't know. I never really was a big Battlefield fan, so I don't know if I'm gonna get in those rings as often. But I'm glad that there's an opportunity for me to take my character into that and continue to level up and gain new experience and new achievements and stuff like that. So I'm glad that they'll be able to do that. The new game engine also allows them to have more geometry. I forget how much more geometry, but it's exponentially more geometry in the map at one time in any given frame in your game. So you get more of like the clutter and the more realistic sense of warfare. When you come into a room, there's probably not just going to be one piece of paper and a paint can on a desk, and then everything else is going to be spotless. Most of the time, there's going to be just stuff flying everywhere, and so I'm looking forward to that in the game engine, and I'm also wondering if, because they made a new game engine, if that's just going to entice them to keep rolling out new games now, because they'll be able to build it similar to this one. And maybe that's not a bad thing either, as long as it's similar to this one. As long as the guns feel similar to this one. The only thing I would maybe comment on would be the sound. The sound could potentially be, and I guess what I mean by the sound, like the sound is good. Don't get me wrong. Like I enjoy the sound in this game, but I think that there are there are elements of the sound that are just like, they're so realistic that they take me by surprise. Like the shotguns being one of them. 1000% shotguns being one of them. And maybe this is just like guns in general. Maybe the sound of guns is so realistically loud that my eardrums don't like it. Like they just are kind of like, okay, yeah, like especially when you're getting snuck up on, because so I guess it could be a combination of these two main cornerstones of sound that kind of revolve around Call of Duty, which are gun sounds and footstep sounds. And the footstep sounds are way harder to discern in this Call of Duty, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not being able to rely on my headset, because it was fun when nobody had a headset and it was just me and everybody was like recklessly running around without dead silence, and I was just like, oh my god, this is like a party of giant ants, and I just have a huge can of Raid and I can just spray them all day. But it's different now because, you know, everybody, it seems like, has a headset. So, and, you know, everybody has gotten used to the radar and hunting red dots on the radar, which they've taken out. They're taking out the radar, at least from 2v2s, I think in a lot of game modes. We'll see come beta time, by the way. September 12th is when the beta rolls out for PlayStation 4, and that's when we will be getting back into it, just like we were getting into the alpha. There will be a little lull in the stream Call of Duty-wise for now. I think I'm going to do some Hearthstone and whatnot. But anyways, they're taking out the radar, and now I think they're also taking out the auditorial radar of the footsteps. So it makes you have to know things. It makes you have to know things about, you have to be more map aware instead of just, you know, shoot, and then all of a sudden you take a second in the corner and then you close your eyes and time slows down and you're just like wanted weapons of fate, because you can practically curve bullets around a corner if you can hear someone coming around that corner. You just know they're going to be there in a split second, and then you shoot them and they're dead. So it's basically like wanted, right, guys? I don't know. Anyways, the sounds with the you know, the footstep sounds compiled with the gun sounds being so loud, and I don't know if you can adjust the gun sounds individually from the rest of the game sounds, which could be a useful option. You know, I just when I am kind of sneaking, because I wanna at least hear the footsteps. I won't be able to tell it specifically where they're coming from, but I can hear footsteps, so I can hear if someone's running around. I don't know if it's my teammate half of the time, which sometimes it is, but that can be a little scary if you hear someone coming behind you and you turn around, but it's just your teammate. Like I've accidentally shot my teammate several times for that. But I think the scariest thing is when you're like crawling into a window, or you're coming up the stairs, and then all of a sudden you get boom, just out of nowhere, shot by, most of the time it's a shotgun, or at least sounds like a shotgun, and it's the most terrifying thing in the world. Your adrenaline's going so hard, you just get like a spike as soon as all the shells go everywhere. I don't know if that's what they're going for. It seems like they're going for hyper realism mode in this Call of Duty, which I can get on board with to a certain extent, because I think we got too laser gun jetpack focused, and we need to kind of bring it back to what was originally Call of Duty's shtick and what made everybody love it to begin with. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it kind of thing. I'm liking that we're going back to that. But yeah, I'm wondering about the sound, and I'm also wondering what you guys think about the sound. If you had played the alpha, or maybe if you have just heard it in other streams or whatnot, I'd be curious what you guys feel about this, because these are some things. I mean, the gun sounds are probably just, maybe that's just me, maybe that's just because I'm trying to hear footsteps more and trying to hear more of the environment and everything, and then I'm just like overwhelmed by the overall loudness of the volume that really comes across in the gunshots. But it seems like, you know, there are some things there, especially with me being someone who always ran Ninja or Dead Silence. I might not do that in the next one if these footsteps aren't as discernible as far as location based. Like, you can't tell exactly where I am. I'm okay if you know that I'm in the area, because I think that kind of makes you anxious, and it kind of puts you on edge and maybe makes you do something that you don't want to do. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it altogether, but I'm trying to maintain my positivity. I'm just, you know, obviously going into the new game, you want to give it a fair chance, but I also don't want to be ignorant and blind to things that should obviously be changed, because that was an alpha. So there is room for improvement and feedback during this time. And I'm just wondering if the feedback that I would give would be to change the audio, or that it's good, it's just different, and I need to get used to it. I don't know. I'd be curious to know what you guys hear, or what you guys think here, rather, and what you think about hearing. I don't know. Anyways, I'd be curious to know what you guys think, and I'll just go ahead and I'll leave you with the rest of this video. This is me and Matt, Matt McChicken Monkey. You might know him, you might not. He's been a long time nugget. He actually had a podcast back in the day called Nearly Naked Nuggets.
What's up, Narglatrons, Nuggets, and Naked Nuggets alike? Welcome to the Nearly Naked Nuggets and some other Nuggets podcast. My name is Matt, aka McChicken Monkey.
And it was something that was based around this whole nugget family that we have here. So it was an amazing little thing that I
Who's the special guest?
You're up, you tell us.
Is it me?
Yeah, it's you.
Gosh dang it, my audio is just messing up on me. Am I good? My
You're
special
good.
guest is me. Or your special guest is me.
I got to be a small part of, and I should have been way more of a part of, because it was awesome to see, even in hindsight, all the podcasts and stuff that they did. So anyways, you guys, here is me and Matt, another longtime nugget, longtime fan, and you'll be seeing more of him around as well too. So look forward to that, and look forward to more Call of Duty alpha gameplay footage on this channel until the beta releases. That's it for me, guys. MisterFantasmo signing out. Peace, Nuggets.
Wait, this guy's named TM Silva, and the clan is TMI. What do we think? Who wears the pants in that clan?
I think we know.
I think we know. No,
It's
it's
Carlos.
TM.
TM.
TMI. Well, the guy on the left is going for a spawn snipe, most definitely. Sorry, I was scouting out our opponent.
My eyes are chilling in the background.
Whoa.
Oh,
What
didn't
was
see
that
the other
headshot?
guy.
Alright.
Just unloading.
Oh, jeez, the timing couldn't be any worse. Guys really do not want to move. Oh, sorry, yeah, he was on their side. Oh, this will do it. Proper English.
That one.
Far right side. Oh man, what a funny fight. I can't believe I didn't. Nothing came of it. Nice job.
Phew. Chilling on the right side. Oh.
Oh, I should have waited. Thought he was maybe going to stick around there for a second. This guy's got a bad loogie in his throat. It's very fortunate for us.
I heard that. He's just blowing chunks out of his nose.
What's up, Sun Dragon? Yes, the game will be available tomorrow until 10 a.m. Pacific time. Far right. And coming to our left here.
Nice.
Come over here.
Let's go to the flank. Did you hear that?
Yeah, what?
Ooh. Throat punch. He's gonna...
Two-tap Tony. Pistol whip.
Oh, that guy's really hurt right there. And there's one guy in the middle too. Top. Nice.
Bro, what is going on with these shots?
Shh, I'm sleeping.
Sick slow-mo sounds there. We got stim for this round.
Tagged him with the Deeg. We both got tagged. I just hear Blev saying nipple shot. Come on.
No stim for the McChick.
Good call. I literally forgot about it.
I pre-stimmed.
Oh shoot! I got bloodthirsty there.
Oh,
Thank God for the blue.
Penis shot? Penis shot? Oh no, not quite. More
It was
abdomen.
right above it.
I get deleted that fast. Yeah, but it is the alpha and the beta's coming out on the 12th, so sometimes you gotta give to get. Oh. Oh. Truly amazed by that. Get him, Matt. Oh, up top? Middle? Oh my god. You got him? Nice call. Kind of forgot. Behind you?
Whoa! How was he there?
He's sneaky,
That was the
man.
last
He's sneaky. Oh, and
one
the down
shot, too.
piece. Yeah.
One's top middle. Got him. Yeah.
Here. Oh, he's got it in there still, man. It's solid in there.
You can get it, bro.
You can get it. Right? Back right on the stairs?
Push up. Ooh, he was just sitting there.
Oh, good game. Dang,
Man,
I
it
should have
comes down to
switched.
this.
Should have not just sprayed us trying for it though. Final round. Oh man.
Oh man.
Oh baby.
Oh my god, he's just waiting there. I didn't even get there that fast. Yes! Let's go!
Na, 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 na.
Good clutch.
Jurassic Park, my go-to victory music.
GG, bro. You're right. TM Silva with the 11 kills. The other guy, 3.
Just
For
saying.
sure, his little brother.
Let me hear it. MisterFantasmo.